Hello, friends. Good morning. Welcome to my channel. Just my 2 cents on Game of Thrones, the overhyped dumpster fire TV series on HBO, which was there on HBO for several seasons. I've hardly watched it. I've never watched it, in fact. All I could see is the trailers when they used to come on YouTube. So the bits and parts I just saw because I just wanted to see why is it so um, overhyped. Why is there so much of excitement? Why is there so much of anxiety? Why so much of ecstasy and agony relating to these absurd TV series? The setting is medieval period somewhere in England, and those costumes and all was making me very kind of giving me stress, like literally panic, like itna sara kapda ऊपर से the settings were very dark and depressing, means you don't know who's going to attack whom and who's going to be beheaded or killed mercilessly. Every other time there was war. It's a very bloodthirsty kind of a bloodletting kind of a ritual. So I personally feel, this is my analysis, that it could be the worship of their gods. So when they are worshipping their gods, they have to constantly portray bloodletting sacrifices. You have to keep killing people or killing animals, either of the thing, in the most gruesome manner. You'll always see beheading or the walk of shame, where they made that humiliation ritual is another one. And after once the humiliation ritual is done, the person achieves higher powers in their cult. I hope you all understand what I'm trying to say. Now, there was this lady called Daenerys, and she, if I'm not mistaken, I could not make out one female from another because they all looked very sickly and creepy and weird, even the men. So one of them was walking naked in the town. Was made to walk naked. What kind of? Where are the feminists? Where is the LGBT? Why are they not protesting against such things? So it's a part of the series. It is required in the script. No, it is written by a man called George R.R. Martin. That can be modified. He can write something in the book, but the script can be changed accordingly, right? But no, to make it so sensational, to make it so daring, to give that shock factor, that it is normalizing, desensitizing us to violence and crime, and crime against women, crime against humanity, that it's okay, bloodletting is okay, killing, revenge is okay, shaming women is okay. Every time they're showing women as sex objects, either they are undressing and having sex, it's like a soft porn, family friendly soft porn film. Like you'll see this huge guy who looks like a beast with a beard. He's braided his beard. Jason Momoa looks like a crackpot to me, complete meth addict or something of that sort. That's my kind of a thing. You have to, and there was this duo of Peter Dinklage. Then there's a lot of they have to keep the dwarf as a jester or a joker who will keep talking, who will speed up the plot by giving his wisdom or pearls of wisdom, sprinkling in between. Then there is this woman who's a mother dragon, and dragons are coming out of her belly. Then she's cutting somebody up and eating the heart of the person. I would rather watch my Vikram and Betal. अगर मुझे इतना ही बुरा लगना है तो I'll watch Ramsey brother का horror show, our Indians. At least I'll be entertained. I'll be getting everything, horror porn, fear porn, everything I'll be getting in that. Generally in Ramsey brothers, somebody is taking bath and somebody is in like bra and panty all the time running around in the jungle. And some horrifying makeup, some ghost or some demon coming out of nowhere in some haunted house. So at least I will understand the plot and it will get over in 2 hours. But this Game of Thrones, this dumpster fire lasted for 7 seasons, and the last one was, everybody was very disappointed, was winter is coming. I said अब तो खत्म हो जाएगा यार, kill everybody, एक बॉम्ब डालो इनके ऊपर, खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा है. one, I don't know why people were so fascinated. I don't know what kind of spells they are casting on people. So they are so impressed with the plot line, and it is very intellectual, like a show off. Like, I'm watching Game of Thrones. Oh, said I don't know about it. I used to be very honest. I'm extremely excruciating and painful to the brain. Imagine so much of bloodletting, so much of sex, so much of violence, unnecessary. They are desensitizing us, normalizing us, legalizing us. So when we see it, we shouldn't feel bad in our real life also. मतलब every time there's an undressing, you see a woman, अभी ऐसा लगता है ऐसे कपड़े उतार के she'll just jump on the bed and have sex with the guy, and that is also different kinds of positions across the candlelight, so it looks a little romantic. But these dragons coming out, मैंने बोला ये सास बहू सीरियल में भी ऐसे कुछ you find these females becoming snake and mosquito and beetle bug. So I said Game of Thrones is also says in the similar thing now. Dragons coming out and all that kind of crap shit. How can they stretch this kind of fantasy and people liking it? Matlab, we have become so dumb that we cannot understand what we are watching, or we are not very selective in watching, or we are supposed to join the crowd and say, oh, this is fantastic, oh, this is amazing, this is a hit, and keep watching it like a sheep. Just agree, conform to the herd mentality. Come on, guys, have an opinion. If you're not finding it okay, if you're not liking it, no need to boast and brag and say, I'm watching Game of Thrones, Netflix. So dark and depressing and creepy. You'll actually get nightmares. It will affect you psychologically if you keep watching this. Constantly those scenes of, injuries, wounds, bloods, people conspiring, constantly playing mind games, how to outwit another one. Not worth it. ऊपर से incest, like brother and sister having sex with one another, mother having sex with the son, father having sex with the daughter. I don't know these characters, but I think some of the themes were as controversial or scandalous as this. But people enjoy it because whatever they can't do in their real life for their enemies, or whatever hatred they have, it is projected in this Game of Thrones, I guess. It's a dumpster fire. It's a shit. It's a sewer plant. It's a swamp with all kinds of bottom feeders. Game of Thrones. Game of drones. Brainless, mindless, useless, worthless TV series.